How it feels to get a better grade on the test than the girls that color grade their notes and spend hours revising. When you find out that swallowing has a cooldown. My houseplants watch as I pour water into the coffee machine. You wake up at 6:59. Alarm at 7 o'clock. Is this superpower? I'm here. Just kidding. I'm here. Ha 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 ha. I'm here. 2015. It's you. 2025. Despite everything, it's still you. Would you be a stay-at-home dad if your wife was making 12 million? Me. People complaining about driving a 20-year-old Honda or Toyota. Japanese car designers building the most reliable cars ever. Finally a day off. I can sleep in my body. We don't do that here. When you sit down on a public toilet and your wiener touches the bowl. Me, happily using my new vacuum cleaner. My hamster about to jump in front and end it all. Me who reports and bulks everyone. Political posters. I wonder how fast this ostrich was going when he hit the fence. Opportunities near you. Oh boy, 3 AM. When your teacher asks you why you are 4 hours late to school. Humans cannot wake up at 6 in the morning. The game's graphics in trailers. The game's graphics on the final product. Bosses after throwing a pizza party instead of giving people a raise. No need to thank me. Bloated corporate slop ad-ridden spareware AI integrated garbage program. Janky unintuitive open source program that requires a master's in computer science to use. When Mother Ducker shakes my hand with wet noodle hand instead of a firm grip. How I feel after my first haircut in 3 weeks. On the way to school, realizing I forgot my backpack at home. 7-year-old me. Normal kid brings MP3 to school. Rich kid brings MP4 to school. Quiet kid, okay, my turn. Me enjoying a road trip. Google Maps. Fastest route. 50 minutes slower. Also tolls. Avert your gaze, but there seems to be an all-encompassing, generously proportioned mistress located due south. The whole fellowship. Develop something new and unique. Release the same sports games every year. EA. Getting in the shower. Nah, I don't really feel like it. Getting out of the shower. Nah, I don't really feel like it. The barista at the vegan coffee shop after being snapped by Thanos. Complete truth exists. No, actually everything has two sides, and it is not possible to. Complete truth exists. Me, Mom, can we have owl bears? Mom, no, we have owl bears at home. Owl bears at home. You weren't paying attention to anything I said, were you? Yes I was. Then, what did I just say? Objects in mirror are closer than their peer. Me. 2026. People with constipation. People with depression. Having to try really hard to give a shot. Remember the first Tesla you saw? The Model S. Yeah, such a beautiful car. I thought, wow, they did it. They really made an electric car. Like, man, the dude responsible must be really cool, huh? Boy, was I wrong. People have got him. Hold up. This dude might have some cool ideas about running our city. Me going to college to get out of debt, finding myself in even more debt. Firefighters mistakenly pump jet fuel on fire instead of water. Fail. Me when the teacher made me forgive and hug the kid that broke my skull and stabbed my hand with a pencil. Girls when they see a bug smaller than their self-esteem. I looked forward in time. I saw 14,605 futures. In how many of those does Game Freak make a decent Pokemon game with the full Pokedex? None of them. Me, catches cold. My body to my left nostril. Shut it off. Otto. Shut it off. When you come across a wild. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Writing a story out of the world I've created. Endlessly world build and make nothing of it. Competitive salary doesn't mean good salary. You need to have job to get experience. You need to have experience to get a job. You need to have work experience to start a business. People taking selfies after being on Ozempic. POV. The sun is shining and you suddenly need to sneeze. January 1st. I'm gonna get into the best shape of my life. February 1st. I'm going to lose weight. March 1st. I'm going to eat healthier. April 1st. I'm going to learn how to edit my photos in Photoshop. Me when my Italian grandmother asks if I want more spaghetti. The face my mom would say no to. Me hiding from my responsibilities because life is scary. Me watching someone talking about something terrible that happened. YouTube ads. Buy our shut. World War 3. Gorilla killed at Cincinnati Zoo. This isn't some paper that you can write the night before. You underestimate my power. What my mom sees when she asks 10-year-old me if I can remember the mile-long list of things she needs me to get from the shop. When your favorite character in an ongoing story gets nerfed or retconned over and over again. Military uniforms. 2025. We need camo to avoid getting spotted. 1225. Come at me, I have drip. Nintendo games during story mode. Nintendo games in the endgame and the collectibles hunting. Everywhere I go, I see his face. I hate when people wear these in public. Like okay we get it, you're a surgeon. This mother ducker would cry for hours just to spin the Balkan Swiss cheese Yoshi. When your friends call this side of you weird, but your other half loves this side of you more. Shut your ace up. Having too much control. Having too much control. Having too much control. He invented American values such as hustle, loyalty, and respect. In this house, John Cena is a babyface. End of story. Grandmother with wheels. Me. Is this a bike? People in Greek myths at the slightest inconvenience. So, let's learn how to tie a noose. Small community about a video game exists. 13-year-old gooners. Fedora-owning redditors. 9-year-old children. Allow us to introduce ourselves. When you're strong as duck, but everyone prefers the orange dude. After all these years, I finally found myself. Random road. How I hold my one item receipt as I walk out of the store. For Christmas, I want a dragon. Be realistic. I want the TV show Wayne to get a season 2. What color do you want for your dragon? Red. If I had a nickel for every time a bird movie would make a reference to the music I Will Survive from Gloria Gaynor, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't much, but it's weird that it happened twice. It's International Women's Day. Make her feel like a queen. Buy her eggs. POV. It's Friday and your manager scheduled a call at 5. I'm human. I want to go home. Not evil enough for hell. Too evil for heaven. Mississippi. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. You have no idea the physical toll that 3 tariffs have on a person. The Epstein files have national security implications. What are the implications? My parents when they hear a gunshot in the basement. People who resist the sneeze. People who actively try to sneeze when they feel like it's coming. When your girl is on antidepressants, but you gave it your all. You came. Describe what you accomplished last week, Agent DJ. When my boss starts talking about needing someone to work this weekend, I must get out of here as quick as possible. Money can't buy happiness, so just be happy. I can't have this conversation again. Does egging someone's house increase their property value? My ego. Do not engage with the internet 8 jots. My super ego. Do not engage with the internet 8 jots. My ID. Warning sign. Don't dang the machines. The machines. Zillennials attempting to figure out the proper amounts of lead and plastic they need in their bodies to gain superpowers. Me when bro says, don't tell no one else. Bro, when I say, don't tell no one else. The elites don't want you to know this, but as an adult, you can buy all the Legos you want and nobody will stop you. I have 45 Lego Delt Stars at home. When is Mr. Beast gonna turn the Tootsie Pop challenge into an actual game? He was asking too many questions. My doctor telling me I need to stay on my medication. Me, a paranoid schizophrenic who hasn't taken their medication, shaven or had a haircut for 6 months, and wants a fresh start. How I feel when people ask me for song or movie recommendations. Girlfriend, babe, you've been drinking a lot. Are you sure you can get it up? Me, I assure you my wiener works. I need a right girl with a nose ring to tell me what planets are making me sad. I don't have a nose ring, but I'm pretty sure it's Earth. Find the job you love, and you'll never work a day in your life. How I sleep at night knowing that I'm going to hell in every religion. When you rock back in your chair farther than expected, and your life flashes before your eyes. When she asks you to go deeper, but you ran out of length. Me. Weekend. Monday. Me. Weekend. They say, rapid unscheduled disassembly. We say, blown up, sir. Me. Did you know that Eric Wilson died because of ligma? Friend, who Eric Wilson? Me. Ligma balls. Victory. Remote work. Tech companies. Things can't get any worse in the world right now. FFDP. 5 Lingadelt Punch teases more music, possibly reveals album title. What the coaches of his seminars look like. What the participants look like. One of the last coal-powered sheep. Most sheep are all electric now. Peep when you are unable to go poor because you are too busy. Peep 30 minutes later when you actually have time to pour. Buy wireless mouse. Look inside. Woes. You see cute heads and duckers who had it coming. That's what he did. He's a brave man. In this house, Arthur Fleck is a hero. End of story. Found these infinity stones in my sister's drawer. I'm gonna tell him. Don't you dare. These 2 folders are ruining my life more than anything else. Shopping. Socials. History class. Lives in the past are painful. Me. Name someone whose life is more painful than this guy. No. Egg prices are crazy. Just don't eat eggs, bro. Finding 1 more sock. Finding 2 more socks. Waiting for your food after McDonald's messed up your order, but you still have your drink to kill sometime. Imagine showing these pictures to someone 10 years ago. 2020 was a very odd year. A guy I work with told me his old housemate tried to rollerblade to the airport once, so he wouldn't have to pay for a cab and missed his flight by 2 hours. I haven't stopped thinking about it. Me. I keep being bullied because I'm in a wheelchair. What should I do? My AI. I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe you should try standing up for yourself. Robert Downey Jr. thanked Burger King for getting him off drugs. In 2003, with a car full of dogs, he had a burger that was so disgusting, it made him rethink his life and dump the dogs in the ocean. Back when I was a kid, if you had this in your crib, your family was touching some paper. I left my teddy in my room and the housekeeper did this. 100% would tip. Mop, why aren't you laughing? Me. Super Mario is named after real-life businessman Mario Segale, who was renting out a warehouse to Nintendo. After Nintendo fell far behind on rent, Segale did not evict them, but gave them a second chance to come up with the money. Nintendo succeeded and named their main character after him. Nothing screams regret like the email address you came up with as a kid. I'm coming over. You better not be listening to sad music and pretending you're the main character in a music video. The manager at the local IKEA is retiring, so I sent him a cake. Mom said wash your dish. I said what dish? Need to settle a massive debate. What are these called? When someone who ghosted you 2 years ago texts asking how you been. Mind-blowing time lapse of a family that refused to sell their property to a suburb developer. When the military confirms to Congress that aliens exist, nobody cares. No one. The one female character in a fighting game. Cannot believe I used to complain about school. 9 to 3 every day, no weekends, 6 weeks off for summer, Easter holidays, bank holidays, inset days, seeing my friends every day. I was living the absolute dream, and I didn't even realize. The actual people from that meme, 10 years on. Ketchup does not exist. What are you having with these? This tower building drinking game was made for me. Vote on the most competitive player. Whoever wins, add a bulk to the tower. Keeping both your hands behind your back, add a bulk to the tower. How you do so is up to you. If your boyfriend says not to post that bikini pic, ask him if that's the Jonah Hill he wants to die on. When you're at a restaurant on your birthday and see the waitstaff walking towards you clapping. To the individual who stole my bike previously here, if you have a shred of decency, you will return it with a new lock and re-evaluate your life choices. Hey bozo, it's illegal to lock your bike to a handicap pole. Check with the city for your bike. They probably removed it, so it would not bulk a wheelchair accessible van. POV. Someone gatekeeps a cute outfit when you ask where it was from. Perks of being a dude at a Taylor Swift concert. What's the cheapest shut you'll ever did? One time I went and got a rental car of my exact make and model, manually swapped all 4 tires from my car to the rental, then took it back. Had a whole new set of tires for about $75. We all got that one friend who says, hold on, let me move some stuff before you get in their car. Sometimes you watch a person's Instagram story and you're like, oh okay, their ex must still be watching these. Cats rub their faces against objects to claim them as their territory, and if they do so against your face, you've just been named an honorary member of that cat's family. When what you lack in situational awareness you make up for in social composure. Gamers. Dude, I'm so tired. Then go to sleep. Gamers. I'm not worried about your side chicks either. I know I'm better. Oh my god. My only side chicks are your other personalities. I'm such a freak. You couldn't handle me in bed lol. Also her. What is the harshest truth you've learned? The world will not treat you better just because you are a good person. Look at this car. Isn't this the thing you slide over your calculator? If someone sent me $2,000 I think I'd be less stressed. Same, but like $20 would make me less stressed, even because I'm from South Africa and our currency is useless. I'm curious, what would $20 get you in South Africa? What is the Caucasian way to say you got me ducked up? Newsflash buddy. I don't know how I can pay my rent. Unbuttons blouse. Him. Oh, I think there's a way. Unzips pants. Everyone else playing Monopoly. I don't care what my family gets me for Father's Day, as long as they don't waste $7 on a gift bag and tissue paper to put it in. I don't know what's worse, the straw placement or the eye contact you'll have to make while using it. A man in Texas was abducted from his home right in front of his wife by 2 masked men with guns. He returned 2 days later, unharmed. It turns out he staged his squidnapping so he could go out and party with friends. Not sure how to cook this, and really scared to put the rub on it. The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags and go where you can't even afford half the rent. Happy Pride to all the barbers I made kiss each other. Health insurance is cool, cause you get to pay a bunch of money each month for nothing, and then if something happens to you, you pay a bunch more. Indian voice. Yes, this is the IRS. We need $3,500 in Walmart gift cards, or whatever you can give us, or go to prison. Old people. When you're 10 danks, 20 yups, 6 whales, and 8 manats crazes, and they still won't stop talking. Florida man steals a car realizes a baby is in it, drops baby off safely, and makes his getaway. Me when someone doesn't believe me, and they Google it, and see I'm right. Send me the pic we took last night at the bar. The pic. Bro really did this. You coming tomorrow, right? No, I'm going to have diarrhea. 8. Wait, what? Did you just predict your diarrhea? And a headache too? What your phone sees when you're trying to look at a tiny private IG profile pic to see what they look like. Which is the third letter in the alphabet. A, D, B, C, C, B, D, A. Everyone. Wow, what an amazing show. Everyone is watching it. Has a ton of potential. I hope they are going to release another season. Netflix, no, I don't think I will. Realizing you'll never have homework and stressful finals ever again. Realizing the real world is probably much worse. When life has been going too good for a while now. When you finally get home from work, only to realize you have to do it all again tomorrow. If you were born before 1990, you are now older than Marv was in Home Alone. They made the menstruation crustacean meme into real heating pads for period cramps. He help. The menstruation crustacean. How I imagine it'd look if all my side chicks found out about each other. Bro just described my worst nightmare. Teacher, the test isn't very hard. The test is the dog. A. Sitting. B. Standing. C. Laying.